Okay, this one will be interesting. Let's see if we can make it look any good. Okay, going to leave it on 100 for now and see what we get. Oh, bleed removal. Yes, it's a newspaper page, or similar to a newspaper, if not a newspaper, if you know what I mean. So we're just going to, yeah. Right, let's see what we have. We have here, out of a seniors paper, a travel section. Yeah, not all seniors can afford to actually travel, which is a shame. It's a pity that not everyone has the financial wherewithal to enjoy a nice break from the mundane. I know my mum doesn't go on many holidays. She mainly sees my brother in Adelaide, but she doesn't actually get to have the ability to afford a proper holiday in her twilight years. It's really sad that cannot happen with some people. She's really bitter about my dad and his divorce, which is really sad. It would have been, my dad's an asshole anyway, so, you know, I don't know why she bothers worrying about him, you know. He's just a dick. He's a fucking slut. Yeah, well, he had other women in the past, so, yeah, that must qualify him to be a slut. Anyway, we've actually got a really bad result here. We've got nothing there and we got that there, so it's a load of shit what we've just made. Yeah, that's the A4. I made an error in judgment. We're going to enlarge it bigger. So we're going to enlarge it. We didn't enlarge it, so we're going to make it. We're going at 141.4. But yeah, it's a shame my parents split up and my dad turned out to be a dickhead. But, you know, that's real life, unfortunately. That's what happens to a lot of people and families. They don't get along. They have a lot of misgivings. It's a shame it has to be that way, you know. It would be nice if my family could be together again and, well, to have a happier sort of existence rather than treating, you know, life's too short to have misgivings, you know, in the family. You know, life is too short, folks. It's too short to have to deal with bullshit like that. But basically, bullshit like that, unfortunately, happens quite a lot. And unfortunately, even though it does spoil everything, you know, what's the point in my parents building this family home and there was never any true happiness in that place? And my mum is extremely unhappy in that place and she hangs on to it, you know, thinking that maybe me and my brother might want to inherit it. But basically, it's a house that's never seen any real happiness in it's just not a happy place. I think I've pushed it up a bit too high because we've just got that up there. So basically, yeah, it's never been a place of happiness and of tranquility or family peace. It's just been a load of shit as far as I'm concerned. I just wonder why. What was the purpose of this fucking house? Coming from Cairns to Sydney and then having to settle in this fucking shitty place. I would have loved to have stayed in Queensland, but my dad got a transfer to come down to Sydney. Just over 40 years ago, we arrived in Sydney. And since we've been in Sydney, things have just not been as too sweet as we would like. Now we've still got that little bit of sky there, but we do need a bit of sky. It's almost identical to this one. This one's got a little bit extra. So, I just sad that that place has never seen happiness. It's never seen a true sense of family, a true sense of love. There was never any love. Love was the missing ingredient in my family. And it just didn't work, folks. Without love, you can't have a fucking decent existence. It's taken me decades myself to work that out for my own life, to work out what was missing in my life, and love was the missing piece in my life. And I still have to deal with the hatred of the past. I still have to deal with things I did wrong, I did a lot of things wrong as well as my parents, and my brother did too. So we were never a family of love. So I'm just hoping that maybe someday before any of us pass away, that we could somehow make peace with each other. All of us, the whole lot of us. My father's got to apologise for certain things that he did against me. But I have to forgive him. That's the flip side. If he asks for forgiveness, I'm going to forgive him, because that's important in repairing broken families or broken relationships. I can't hold a grudge forever, folks. I can't hold a grudge against my father forever. But I do hope soon he'll apologise for some things he did wrong that really impacted my relationship with him. So let's see how we go with this. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of hoping soon it'll be when I can forgive my father somehow. Anyway, this looks really quite nice. I'll just try and line up the pieces as best as I can. It's not easy lining these ones up, but you got to eventually forgive. That's the challenge I've got, is to forgive my father, and when he asks me for forgiveness, I want to unreservedly show him forgiveness, show him that I can love him too. Anyway, that looks quite interesting. I'm actually thinking we could have done it differently, but I'm thinking we're just going to leave it like that